Spencer Lazara here at the MMA Awards alongside another legend. It's a who's who out here tonight. Mr. Jens Pulver, you are presenting an award for International Fighter of the Year?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Mick Skinner from bodybuilding.com said, hey, come out here, I want you to present an award. And I was, all right, I go, do I have to dress up? Yeah, everybody else is dressing up, so here it is.
Wouldn't you rather say something maybe for American Fighter of the Year or something? Why you? You're an all-American guy.
I would take something like best knockout, greatest submit. No, it doesn't matter to me. International Fighter of the Year is cool because the reality is, helping build this sport that at one time was kept alive by the internet, was legal in 3 states, and only had no weight classes at one point. It's pretty cool that now we're sitting here, we're so big. Now we are doing an award for International Fighter of the Year. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
You're keeping busy. You're coaching a lot, I know. Still training a little bit, right? Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stay in shape. I didn't say retired because I'm not going to say retired. I don't need any one of those things. But I do have some guys, some wrestlers that I've been having a lot of fun coaching. They're kind of bringing me back. Josh Smith, Rafion Stotts is going to make his pro debut. Josh Smith's going to make his pro debut. TJ Hepburn's fighting next month in RFA, and this will be his second fight. So those 3, looking at them, I'm just like, all right, okay, I'm going to coach. All of a sudden now I'm like, all right, I kind of want to coach. So learning how to transition into that has been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed it. But, and then thanks to Red Harbinger PC, and Alienware, of course, back in the day and stuff, I still get to be in that PC world too. I still get to build things, and I get to learn how to, with building computers, which has been my life's dream. It's what I want to do more than anything. So I'm learning how to build computers now.
That's cool, man. Any surprise when you see a spectacle like this at where the sport has come since your pioneer days?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's insanity to have, now you have these awards and you get to do all this. I remember jumping up and down because we were in Atlantic City. I remember jumping up and down when the Fertittas came in and Dana White was the president. We got into Vegas. I'm like, oh my God. Then I remember jumping up and down when we got on TV. I remember jumping up and down when we had 155 pounders. So everything just keeps blowing and growing, and it's phenomenal to watch.
Are you interested in watching BJ make his return, and at a new weight at that, down at 45?
Yeah, I'm absolutely. That's one thing. Okay, yes, the rivalry was real during the show and after, but since then, I love the kid. If there's anything I can do for him, it's a done deal. I love BJ Penn, and the fact he's going 45 when he used to complain about 55, that's pretty cool, man. He's starting to really figure it out, and I think he's taking it serious. And like I said, a mad BJ is a dangerous BJ, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to that. That's not, Frankie, he's got something to prove. He's a 155-pound world champion, so he's like, well, I'm dropping down to 45. These guys are going to be smaller. So, okay, so now the pressure's going to be on him in that aspect. He's got to at least be able to handle himself at 45, right? So we'll see. So it should be a lot of fun, and I can only imagine the crap that's going on in the filming of that season. So
your buddy Robbie Lawler has been on a tear. Huge year last year. Yeah. Johnny Hendricks, how do you see that fight playing out?
I think I'm not worried about Robbie, because one thing, when you have explosive hands, you can end the fight at any time. And the one thing about Hendricks is he does tend to get carried away from the two-time national champ that he is, and wanting to throw power. Don't mix it up with Robbie. And I'm saying, for the most part, maybe the couple of takedowns freezes him or something. Robbie's not, but pound for pound, I wouldn't mess with Robbie's hands. If you're going to do something, take him down and hold on for dear life and see if he can't buck you off. But the reality is, I'm excited for Robbie because, I've known him since he was 17, and, he's been, we were roommates for a long time, a lot of video games we played together, and, he's just watching him grow into the dad and the husband and just the person that he is. It's pretty cool, man. And I wrote him the other day. I haven't talked to him in a while, and he said, you deserve this. You earned this, man. I'm so proud of you. And so I all the best to him. But Johnny Hendricks, he's a Mack truck for real. When he shoots in and takes you down, he's extremely tough, and there's a reason why he's a champ. Or could be the champ, and why some say he is the champ, because he should have beat GSP, but I ain't getting in that. But, throwing bombs, great takedowns. If he wants to hold somebody down, as long as he can protect that chin, it's going to be a tough fight.
That was a great breakdown, man. Why don't we see you doing some more commentary? Really.
I would love to commentate. You know what I mean? I'd love to. If the UFC, I'm like, hey, bring me in. Fox Sports, hey, I'll do something. I love it. It's the one thing that I love doing more than, even than fighting, is I would love to be able to talk about fights. I love it. I always said it's like sitting on the couch and talking to your friends. So rather than jumping in there and saying all this advanced stuff, is just be excited and enjoy it, and, and let them see it. And so, yeah, I would love to be able to do it,
What's the shining moment for you? The most shining moment maybe in your career?
I think, obviously I have to say the world title, and the reason why I say the world title was because we built a weight class. I pioneered the 155-pound weight class. There was no weight class until I started. I was the first one, and so I'll always be able to take that with me. As they, you can go back and see the interviews. I want to see 45, 35, 25-pounders, and it's great to have that moniker, the Godfather lightweight divisions, and I love that. And in a world where I couldn't tell you who the 20th heavyweight champion is, don't know who the 50th heavyweight champion is, but in the internal world of boxing or in the internal world of sports, as we go on 200 years down the road, they always ask who's the first. Yep. And I get to be that pioneer, so that's pretty cool.
What weight would we see you at if you were fighting today?
Well, here's the thing. I am 135. I'm back to my high school weight.
25.
And them taught me how to diet. No, if I go to 125, believe this, I'm dropping 5 more pounds, and I'm going to just get on the thoroughbred and start riding horses because I was supposed to do that when I was a kid and got too heavy. I'd be a jockey right now. I kid you not.
All right. And you were talking about Matt Hume, man. Talk about what a beast this guy is.
Matt Hume, if you don't know, without a doubt, the wizard. One thing I was saying is you don't want Matt Hume watching tape on you. You don't want that man. You don't want him doing it because he is probably the most underrated, unknown, unless you've trained with him and rolled with him, you wouldn't know anything about him. But as he's rolling us up one after the other, he's probably the most incredible all-rounded martial artist I've ever met or seen in my life.
Awesome, man. I really look forward to possibly working with you, man. I'd love to commentary a show with this man.
Hey, I would love to do. Y'all just let me know. I'd like to talk. I like to talk.
You can do it. Jens Pulver, you can also throw them bombs.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.